My dad's favorite thing to do.
Woodworking. Anything to do with building in his garage.
Sit around and wait for someone to say, I'm bored.
He likes to buy himself things and surprise mom when they come to the door.
My dad's favorite thing to do is have some good quality Henry Papa time.
Wake up in the morning and watch the sports highlights.
My dad's favorite thing to do is mow the lawn.
And gardening. My dad's favorite thing is to mow the lawn.
My dad's favorite thing to do is exercise. That man can go for 10K bike rides and 10K walks, or he's running on the treadmill for hours on end. And he can do all of that in the same day. His athleticism astounds me.
I love it when my dad
Communicates.
Gets his groove on.
When he accompanies me to the grocery store, because he always ends up buying me the groceries.
Talks with me on the phone.
I love it when my dad helps me out with things I don't know how to do.
I love it when my dad barbecues.
I love it when my dad makes food.
I love it when my dad laughs, because you know if my dad's laughing, and I mean genuinely laughing, then it has to be something pretty funny.
My dad's favorite food is...
Probably deer steak. And that's very rare.
Salad, because he's always trying to watch that figure.
My dad's favorite food is either Indian or tacos. Either way, clear the room.
Brown bread and baked beans all the way.
Does milk count as food?
Dad will always take a big swig of milk, and after he's done taking the swig of milk, he'll be like, "Oh, I love milk." Fiddleheads. He loves fiddleheads.
My dad is really great at...
Oh, definitely being the best pro NHL player on the PS4.
Dad jokes. I mean, kind of self-explanatory.
He's really great at being my superhero whenever I have an emergency, like fixing my front door when I accidentally broke it down.
My dad is really great at many things, and I would say that he's the best barbecuer, but the apprentice has surpassed the master, so all he has left really to be the best at is a papa, and he's pretty good.
Going on road trips.
Dad is really good at painting, gardening, helping out with things I don't know how to do, preaching, parenting, teaching, and a bunch of other stuff I can't think of.
Taking care of the dog and producing good offspring.
There are so many things that my dad is good at. One of which is being an amazing medic, but beyond that, being a family man and being the best dad that anyone could ever ask for. And I'm not saying that to be biased, I mean it. I love you, Dad.
My dad is really great at mowing the lawn, because he likes mowing the lawn.
I think my dad is funny because...
Have you even met the man?
He lets me eat him out of the house.
This is a surprise every time he opens his mouth. Oh.
I think my dad's funny because he insists on following subpar professional sports teams in every sport.
I think my dad is funny because he chooses the strangest emojis to send with his messages or comments or statuses.
I think my dad is funny because once in a while he'll say a random thing that makes absolutely no sense.
I find he's really good at dad jokes.
I think my dad is funny because he has all of these little traits and quirks that a lot of people don't possess. The only other person that I could ever think of having those same qualities is my grandfather, and they're so rare and so genuine, and I love it when he does those little things like pew, for example.
I think my dad is funny because sometimes he says jokes that nobody else laughs, but he really likes his jokes.
Tell Mommy why Daddy's so funny.
Because he's so silly person. He's on my noodles.
He's a silly person because he put cheese on your noodles.
I know my dad loves me because...
Well, if he didn't, I'd probably be out on the streets.
By the way he shows me, I know he'd do anything for me. He's got a really good heart.
I know my dad loves me because how could you not love a face like this?
He tells me.
I know Dad loves me because whenever I ask him to help me out with something, he's always willing to do it, and he wouldn't do that if he didn't love me.
That's pretty much what I was gonna say. He's always there for us if we need him.
I know my dad loves me because he has helped me through countless situations where I couldn't help myself, and he has different ways of showing that he loves me, all of which are so special and so unique to him, and I am so grateful for everything that he does for me.
I know my dad loves me because he's always there and he'll help me, and he smartens me up when he needs to.
My dad's favorite sport is...
Hockey!
Ice hockey, hands down.
Easiest question out there. My dad's favorite sport, definitely deep sea fishing, 100%, hands down.
Oh, football. Definitely football.
Dad's favorite sport? Probably ping pong.
If gardening was a sport, he'd be in the Olympics.
My dad grew up playing a lot of different sports, but I think his two favorite that still remain to this day are hockey and baseball.
If I was to pick a favorite sport, it would be hockey for sure.
Daddy's favorite sport.
Hockey!
The one thing I hear my dad say a lot is...
Holy old ballhead!
I'm the only one who does anything around here.
I hear my dad say very often is Trevor's his favorite son.
If you say anything that teases him, he'll always respond with, "Really?"
That's true.
Whenever we watch a movie, and say for example there's an explosion or something, he'll be like, "Oh, they make that look so real." And he says it every time we watch a movie, every single time. It could be something simple and he'll say it and look at us because he knows it bugs us.
One thing I used to hear him say quite a bit was, "I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed."
The one thing I hear my dad say all of the time is pew.
One thing I hear my dad say a lot is, "You need to go to bed."
My favorite thing to do with Dad is hunting and fishing.
My favorite thing to do with Dad is go on trips and vacation with him. He always finds something funny to do. One time we went to climb Mount Carlton up north, and there was a lot of French-speaking people around, and we were going through the drive-thru, and Dad, after the order was done, asked if he could get the receipt from the person at the drive-thru, and then the lady, she didn't understand what he said, or said what, or pardon me, or something like that, and then he looks at her and goes, "The receipt," and then we all lost it in the drive-thru because it was hilarious.
Create new languages when everyone else in the house is speaking French.
Favorite thing to do with my dad is eat different kinds of food.
Play video games or ping pong.
My favorite things to do with my dad are watch movies and eat food that we know is terrible for our bodies, and definitely talk about anything to do with paramedicine. It's a newfound love that I can share with my dad, and I'm so proud that I've taken after him that way.
My favorite thing to do with my dad is go and watch a hockey game.
I love my dad because...
I love my dad because he's always there to hear my problems and to listen to them, and he may not be able to fix them all, but he tries really hard to.
He is a man of God that I am able to look up to.
He's constantly showing me what it is to be a hard worker, and no matter what, to always do everything you do to the best of your abilities.
He is my mentor, he loves me, and he's always there for me.
I love my dad because he's always there when you need him, and if I turn out to be half the man that my father is, then I'll have turned out to be alright.
I love my dad because he's taught us a lot of lessons over the years. He's always been there for us, and he taught us to be thankful for our Christian heritage.
I love my dad because he never compromises who he is. He is always himself 100% of the time, and he taught me that it's okay to be who I am and to be brave and fierce in who I am. And he rooted Jesus in my life, and for those things I will always be grateful. And I hate being away from you, Dad. I love you so much. Happy Father's Day.
And I love my dad because he's always there for me and he helps me out and I can look up to him.
Why do you love Daddy?
Because he's so strong.
He's so strong?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.